Hello, welcome to the live. We're going to have an interesting live today. We're going to be talking about, Helium-3, pineal gland, and crystalline. It's going to be an interesting live tonight. Hopefully we get a lot of people in here to discuss that. I did some research and I went in and talked to some of the beings, and it gave me some information. So we'll see where this leads and see if everybody enjoys it. You wouldn't mind hitting the likes and shares. It'd be wonderful. We're going to be talking about the pineal gland, helium-3, and crystalline, and how what it has to do with spirituality. I'm going to discuss that in this live tonight. So if you wouldn't mind hitting the likes and shares, wait for people to come up in here, and wait for a few more people before we discuss that. I don't want to get into a topic and have to repeat it 1,500 times. So let's hit them likes and shares. Let's get these people in here, and then we can discuss this helium-3, the moon. All of that is all about what I'm doing right now. It's going to be an interesting live. It is going to be very informative. So I hope you're all ready for some knowledge from the universe about the pineal gland, helium-3, and crystalline. It's going to be an interesting live. Let's hit them with shares and likes. If anybody has any questions, I do free starseed readings, and I also do past life readings. If you'd like one of those, please ask in the comments, and I'll be gladly to answer you. But for the moment, we're going to be doing a meditation for a little bit. Listen to this music and just wait for people to come in. I don't know if you can hear it, but we're going to be talking about a few things tonight. It's going to be very interesting. We're going to be talking about the pineal gland, the moon, helium-3, crystalline, and third eye. We're going to be talking about all that stuff tonight. People wouldn't mind hitting them likes and shares. See where it goes. Hello, welcome to the live. Waiting for people to come on. That's what I'm doing, just waiting for the people to come on so we can have this discussion. Hello, welcome to the live. Just waiting for people to come in. Anybody wants a free starseed reading or a past life reading, I can do that until the people come in here. I'm going to do those until people come in. And then our main topic for tonight, I'm going to do those until people come in. And then our main topic for tonight, it's going to be a lot of stuff to cover. I got a lot of this from the beings out there in the universe. They gave me some information, and I'm going to share it to everybody. So we'll see where it goes. It's a very good message, and Might be very informative for you. I hope it is. Yep. Should be quite interesting. Hello, Michelle. Welcome. Hello, Monica. Just waiting for people to come in alive so we can discuss helium, the moon, crystalline, pineal gland. I'm going to be talking about a bunch of stuff. So if you wouldn't mind hitting them likes and shares, let's push this message out so I can give you this message from the universe and give you some information you might not know. Because it's really interesting. The information they gave me is very informative. It talks about helium-3. It talks about your pineal gland. And we're going to be talking about the moon and crystalline stuff. It's all going to be very interesting. Hello, Brenda. If anybody wants to donate, you can see down in the thing there's a Cash App there if you want to donate. Or you want to donate on TikTok, use the little donuts to donate to me on TikTok. But yeah, we're going to have a really interesting live. Hopefully. We're going to be talking about helium-3, crystalline, pineal gland, the moon, and a bunch of other stuff. It's very interesting. I found from the universe gave me. And I would like to share it with all you guys. And it's very informative. Some of it you probably already know. Some of it you probably don't. So when we get enough people in here, I'm going to be sharing that with you all. And it's like a 3 to 6 page paper that I wrote today. Yeah. It'll be very interesting. Going to be talking about helium-3, the moon, Dyson spheres, crystalline ships, crystalline, your pineal gland. Oh yeah, I got it all in this live. And it's going to be going on. Just wait until we pick up some more people. When the likes and shares go, anybody wants a free starseed reading or a past life reading, just simply ask and we'll do that until more people come in and we can talk about the main topics. Got a lot of information from the universe. Yeah, it's going to be very interesting. And I'm curious to ask how people would take this. Monica, past life. Let me see. You, Monica. Well. Well. There's a lot of nature. I'm sensing a lot of fairies. In a past life, you were a druid or a witch. In a past life, not Salem. Salem's not the place. I'm sensing more of Ireland, and you drifted into English. I'm sensing more of Ireland, and you drifted into England, and then you came through on one of the voyages to America. You had a very interesting life, a lot of magic abilities you had, and I keep seeing green in nature. So it seems to me that you were more of a healer. You use different herbs and incense and oils to heal. And I see you making this mud thing to heal, I think, chicken pox or some kind of pox or something. There's some rash on the skin, and you put it on it. Yeah, you see you as a witch or a druid. Yeah. Uh, the time frame, I would venture to say about the 1700s, somewhere in the 1700s. Very interesting. 17, yeah. About the 1700s, somewhere in the 1700s. Very interesting. 17, yeah. I'm seeing 1701, something like that. I hope that resonates with you. You can take that knowledge and, look into it and see where it leads you. But I would look into more of natural healing, herbs and oils. That's what I'm getting. That might help you in this life, because anytime I get a past life reading, it's usually something that you need to do in this life. So I hope that resonates with you. Yeah, I'm glad. Today we're going to be talking about Helium-3, the moon, Dyson sphere, pineal gland, and crystallization. So let's hit some likes and shares and bring this up. Anybody that wants to donate, you can right there. On my Cash App or PayPal that's written down here. I can do that too. And it would just be 20 to whenever one of those if you want to do that. It's just a donation that helps me, survive in this time. So if anybody wants to do that, that's cool. And I can do the reading, survive in this time. So if anybody wants to do that, that's cool. And I can do the reading. But I do a free starseed reading and past life reading. And we do have a topic for today, and it's going to be a huge topic because I got information from the universe, and it's very interesting. So, we get some more people in here. We'll probably start it. I don't know how many was going to get in here, but we're still waiting. Because, I don't want anybody to miss anything. That's why I want to have at least some people in here before I go on to this message from the universe. Some of it you might know, some of it you might not know. And it is quite long. So, I really want to go through this with everybody. So, and then we can get feedback on it. But it's really informative. And this is to better humanity. It's to give you this knowledge from the universe and what they gave me. It'll help you and it'll help everybody else. There's a little bit of everything in this live tonight. You might even get a channel or two. I'm not sure, but it's going to be very interesting live. I can't stress that because we're going to be doing talking about the helium, the moon, Dyson sphere. Hold on, let me look. A bunch of other pineal gland. Oh man, I got a whole lot here going on. Hi, hello Mel, welcome. Hello River. Anyone who wouldn't mind, hitting the likes and shares and donate. Let's bring the numbers up a little more. I'm doing readings right now because I don't want to get into the topic. I'm waiting for more people to come in because this is a lot of information and it's very important for people to know. And I felt very strongly about this. So I went in and I talked to the beings and I had a sit down with them. Actually, me and Aria and Epi, we talked, and they gave me some information, and it's quite long. So I really I really hope that we can get to this topic. But if anybody, while we're waiting, I can do a free starseed reading, past life reading. If anybody wants a card reading, donate to my Cash App or PayPal down there. It's written in the envelope. You know, I did have somebody to come in to do the lives that would be posting that, but I don't think the person's in here, and I don't think they pay attention sometimes, but it happens. But anyway, yes, we got a lot of information to go over from the universe. So if we wouldn't mind hitting up likes and shares, get more people in here. This is going to be very informative. Let me look and see how many pages of information they gave me. One, two, three, four. About 4 pages of information. It's quite interesting. Yeah. So if you want to learn some information that you probably didn't learn, well, I'm going to give it to you today. It's going to be very interesting. So let's hit them likes and shares. It's going to be very interesting. So let's hit them likes and shares. And if you want to donate, it helps the algorithm too. All of that does. Anybody has any experiences they want to share or encounter, helps the algorithm too. All of that does. Anybody has any experiences they want to share or encounters they want to share while we're waiting, that'll be good too. I do readings. If anybody wants any of the 3 that I gave as an option, that's cool. We can do that too. And yes, we're going to be talking about aliens and beings because Half Pint's favorite race is in here. They have something to do with what I'm going to be talking about tonight. And what are we talking about, in case for the ones that didn't hear me? We're going to be talking about Helium-3, Dyson Spheres, moon, crystallization, pineal gland, and a lot of stuff like that. Oh yeah, it's going to be interesting. Very informative. So we want to keep more people to get in here so we can do this. Yup. And it's kind of like a little history in here too, so it might be quite interesting. Hello, Half Pint. Hello for all. Yeah, I decided to do a very informative live tonight. I wanted to try to change this up. Yeah, so yeah, we're going to be talking about Helium-3, the moon, Dyson sphere, titanium, pineal gland, crystallization. Oh yeah. And this all came from the beings up there. So we'll probably wait a little bit more. Just give it a little more time. And see if we can get more people to come in. If anybody has any questions while we wait, feel free to ask. I'm having a great day. I hope you all are having a great day. If anybody's feeling sick or needs any healing, send me a DM with your name or put it in the chat here, and I'm sure somebody that's in my group on Facebook will write it down and put it in my Facebook, so I could do that for you, because I do that every day now. Yeah. Hello, Half Pint, Maya, River. Yep. Yep. Just waiting. I don't know if we should go on or wait a little bit longer, because I know once I start this, somebody's going to be like, what did you say? Or somebody new will come in and I'll have to redo it. Yeah. That's going to be a very interesting thing. My chakras have been vibrating over the past few days. Intense. Yeah, it's been intense. And this might be the reason why, is from what I'm giving you now, the information they decided to give me today. They gave me a 4 pages of information, Mel. I think this will help some people here. Give some people some clarity, some understanding. And I really hope it resonates with people because that's what they gave me. So, and it's great to see you, Mel. I need to order some foot food. Some food? Oh. Alright. Awesome. I thought you said foot food. Ah. Ha. 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 Yep. I can't wait. I've been waiting to do, waiting all day to do this information. I'm giving this message to people. And I got it earlier today. I did a little meditation. I got off the phone with somebody and I went into a meditation for a couple hours, and this is what I came up with, and this is what I got from them. So I really hope this will be interesting for you. Yeah, I'm just waiting for more people to come in. I really don't want to have to go over it all again. Maybe I'll start it at, no matter who comes in. If whatever, I'm gonna start it at 9:45, so we can try to get as many people as we want in here, as we can in here by 9:45, because I want to start this message from the universe to everybody. It's very informative, and there's a little bit of everything in there to help everybody. Yes. So I really hope we can get a little more people in here. I do past life readings and I do starseed readings. If you want one of those until we wait, I can give you one of them and to kill some time. If anybody wants a card reading, I do them. I have a Cash App and a PayPal, and it's listed down here on the envelope. I don't know if you can read it, but if so, that's what it is. If you want to donate, you can donate to up here. I got donuts up here for me and TikTok to have a donation. But if you don't want to do that, I got the Cash App. But if you wouldn't mind hitting the likes and the shares, share this out so we can get this message rolling. And we're going to start this message at 9:45. So let's try to get as many people as we can in here, because it's really interesting. Put some music on in the background. Well, you don't want to hear my voice. I get it, Mel. I get it, Mel. I see. I see. You just didn't want to hear my voice no more. Oh my God, that's amazing. I decided to pick this because this is the most, this is an ancient monk healing for love and meditation. And so when 9:45 comes, I'm going to be giving you guys that message about what the universe gave me. It's going to be interesting. I hope you all enjoy it. And it resonates with you because it's a lot of stuff. Yes. This is a summoning of Om, a meditation. And if anybody in the guest request, anybody down in the comments wants to repeat what I said the live is about, can you share, pass it along in the chat so we can hear the meditation too? And in fact, this is what I listened to when I got this message today. I was listening to this, and I got the message I got from the universe that I wrote down, which is tonight's live. I found it on YouTube. It's called Om Chanting. It's by Tibetan monks. Because I had one in a past. I was somehow affiliated with them in a past life, and I don't know how, but I haven't figured it out yet. Let us all clear out all this negative energy. I would breathe in, breathe out, listen to the chanting. I would breathe in, breathe out, listen to the chanting. Kind of put yourself in a calm state. Slow your heart rate down. Anything negative, you want to push it out. Drink some pure water. Enlighten yourself. Bring most positive light to this live as we can. Let's get rid of all this negativity. On the music, the chanting. Keep yourself calm. Yes, Maya, that was what I wasn't wanting to tell you. 10 minutes, we're going to be talking about the message. Let's keep on doing those likes and shares, please. Yeah. Anything negative, you want to push it out. Hold in for 3 seconds. And breathe out. Hello, yeah. I've got a message from the universe. It'll be coming out in 7 minutes. If anybody wants to know what this is Tibetan chanting from the monks. It's the chanting of Om. and it's a sound of meditation. Six more minutes until I give the message from the universe. Wouldn't mind hitting them likes and shares. You can donate to me on TikTok, or you can do the Cash App down there. I do free starseed readings and past life readings. If anybody wants one of them, let me know. But I will give the message in 4 minutes. Yeah, I like it too. It's really good. I listened to that earlier today, and that's where I got this message. I was listening to this chanting, and I started talking to Area and Epi, and I got a message. There's a lot of information in here that some people might know, some might not. It's about Helium-3, the moon, Dyson Sphere, pineal gland, tritium, crystallization. Oh yeah. All right. All right. Here we go. That was pretty cool. Right as it hit 9:45, we got 111. We got 11.1 likes. That's cool. And we had 11 people in here. All right. Let's get with this message. They wanted me to tell everybody. It's going to take me a while because I'm going to just take it part by part here. They wanted me to tell you first about what Helium-3 is. Helium-3 is a light, a stable isotope of helium within 2 protons of a neutron. Helium-3 is a proton. A helium-3 and a proton are only one stable nuclide with one more proton than a neutron. It was founded in 1939. While discovered by Lewis and Robert Cornog while isolating the helium-3. It's a rare isotope. It's mostly found on the moon. Helium-3 it's a gas, and it's very, very rare on Earth, but it's 100 times more abundant on the moon. Very, very rare on Earth, but it's 100 times more abundant on the moon and the moon's soil. This is why a lot of people wanted to go to the moon. It's important. It's very important to nuclear fusion because it's radioactivity. It's used for radioactivity, used to control and guide fusion reaction. There's a reason why I'm going to get to that. The one microton of helium-3 fused with deuterium, a heavy isotope of hydrogen, can supply an entire city of 10 million people and 1 Earth year with 10 gigawatts of power. The natural process such as, and where is it from? It's a natural process such as the decay of tritium from a solar nebula, spinning gases of clouds and dust from space. Tritium, I'm probably saying it wrong, I'm butchering it, I probably know, but it's a radioactive isotope of hydrogen and is critical for fuel and fusion, and it powers the sun. There's a reason. Now, why is that important? Because of this. A Dyson sphere is a structure that encloses a star or a sun to harness energy. So if the moon is the same size as a star, it can fit inside the Dyson sphere. and it holds it because it would cost less material to run it if it was a second sun. A Dyson sphere would emit oh, hold on. I don't want to get too far ahead. Due to the atmosphere of the Earth and the Moon, due to the atmosphere of the Earth and the Moon changes colors. A Dyson sphere would emit radiation to the balance of heat, which changes the sunlight, so when we see different Earth colors of the Moon. And the only ones that can do that is a Type 2 civilization. Now, where in history have we came across a Type 2 civilization? Well, here we go. This is something for Half Pint. A Type 2 civilization. Well, there was a group of people back in our past. They're said to have created mankind. Well, this is what they did. Back in our past. They're said to have created mankind. Well, this is what they did. The Anunnaki searched for gold. They came to this part of the galaxy 500,000 years ago. They wanted gold and iron and many minerals. 500,000 years ago. They wanted gold and iron and many minerals. Hold on, let me skip over this one. And iron and many minerals. Hold on, let me skip over this one. And now, what does that have to do with anything? Well, think about that for a moment. Now, if they're going up there right now, and they're going to the moon, so the moon has a million dust particles around the moon, right? And it's supposed to cost a shell around the Dyson sphere. We were told we might have two suns. Well, there you go. The other sun is in the moon. That's why you got your Dyson sphere. Now, what does that have to really do with anything? Well, that's self-explanatory. That's why you got your Dyson sphere. Now, what does that have to really do with anything? Well, that's self-explanatory that when you harness that energy, where's that energy going? It's going to the ships that are around Earth and the other objects that are out there. Henceforth, they're using the moon. Going to the ships that are around Earth and the other objects that are out there. Henceforth, they're using the moon and the Dyson sphere inside the moon to cloak things that you're not supposed to see. Now, that is why they made that firmament. That firmament is to shield you from the radiation that's out in the universe. That's why the firmament is there. Now, the second part of this, gold and iron are in our bodies. It's found in our brain, our heart, our joints, our toenails have the most gold. However, the pineal gland contains a very rare gold. It's called monotone gold ormus. White gold, high sought after in the universe. It has a superconductive attributes. Human body is made up of 65% water. Body controls it controls your body and has bioelectricity. Sound waves can trigger the pineal gland at 110 decimals. Humans can create crystals in their bodies, in case you didn't know. At a cellular structure, if all of that can be raised by using our vibrations and our frequencies. People are sometimes born with translucent skin. Yes, our bioelectricity can make us glow. If it's vibrating at another frequency. Now, everybody had the question before, and I asked them, why is it that children can see things that adults can't? This is what I was told. A child's eyes are round and large and perfect and new. As an adult, it is slanted, small, with a curvature. Henceforth, they cannot get more light into their retinas. That's why certain people see certain things. Now, you talk about the third eye and the pineal gland. What does that essentially do? The pineal gland is a major factor in the human body. It helps you sleep. It helps you sleep. It helps you sleep, make choices, and it also makes your reality. Now, how do you raise that? How would you do that? Yes, white gold. How do we raise our pineal gland? Well, there's many forms of raising your pineal gland. You can do it with meditation, harmonized music, whatever resonates with you and feels right. You can take your bath, be creative, go out to nature. But if you want something to help you with your pineal gland, there's many ways you can do it with the other stuff that I told you. You can use oils such as sweet almond, cold pressed coconut, grapeseed, jojoba, and olive oil. You just put that on your pineal gland and it enhances it while you're meditating and you're doing that. Trying to open your third eye. Now, what is another way? Can a stone, can a crystal open up your pineal gland? Of course it can. An amethyst pressed to your third eye for 3 minutes a day helps your pineal gland open up. Now, can anything else? Menthol and eucalyptus can open up your third eye. Now, what does this have to do with anything? Well, back when I said a while ago, I talked about the moon. So, if we go back to what I was saying before, that the moon is a Dyson sphere, when the Dyson sphere is spinning and it's emitting all that electricity causes magnetism. It's pulling in all those particles and it forms a shell, henceforth your moon. That's what the moon shell is. It's hiding the Dyson sphere. And that's why sometimes you see that second sun, and the faster it spins, the more electricity that spins from that Dyson sphere changes the moon's colors and the heat signature. So when you're on Earth, you see different colors of the moon. And that is why they want to go back to the moon, because it has that helium-3, like I was said before, that 1.1 tons can power a whole city with 10 gigawatts. And it's one of the most sought after minerals in the universe. For Earth, anyway. And it helps with a lot of things. It can be found on Earth, but it's very rare. And we use that with any time we're messing with anything radioactive and anything that has to do with cold fusion. And that helps stabilize it but you have to add deuterium to it too. And the funny thing is, remember when I talked about tritium? Tritium is also used for something radioactive. There's only one place you can get that. You get that from the sun. The sun has a lot of it. Henceforth, with that, tritium can come from a star in the sun. And that's what makes your sun. The tritium comes from the sun and a star. And that's why the tritium is pulled from the sun, and it goes around the shell of the space dust, and it merges together. Henceforth, it creates what? Your helium-3. And that's why Earth is sought after it for so long. Now, like I said, I went through to find out what civilization that could have given us that. And I asked them, and they said, well, the ones who created you, silly. The ones that did it, which was the Anunnaki. And Anunnaki were on Nibiru, and they had problems with their sky because they're a very industrialized planet, and they very well polluted their atmosphere. So they needed gold. And that is the problem. They came to Earth, they colonized many other planets, and they became a type 2 civilization, and they made the Dyson Sphere and put it up there so they could shield the ships and make the firmament. But then when the Seven Sisters came down, they gave us something, a gift which was they put the white gold in our heads, because every time I've ever talked to the Palladians, the first thing they do is they touch my third eye. And I came to that realization as that was the gift they gave us, because that gift of that white gold inside of us makes us different from other beings. None of the other beings have that rare gold. And that rare gold, when it's in your pineal gland, fires up your pineal gland. It turns your body into a crystalline being once you raise your vibration and sound. That's why we are not crystalline beings yet. It's because we have to raise the vibration of ourselves, and once we raise our vibrational selves, we can break through that firmament. We're at 79% now. So if we raise to 87%, the closer we get to the firmament in energy and vibration, the closer we will be to manifesting anything we want on this planet and in the universe. That is why they don't want us to raise our vibrations and frequencies, and they don't want us as a collective, because their agenda is to separate us. Have us diverse, have us not working together, because they don't want humans to ascend. They want to take what is in us, that precious white gold. And the best thing about it is why I said before, we are living gods. And the reason why we are living gods is because we can create and we can destroy. We are a fractal of God, source, creator. And 7% of us is soul. Our spiritual selves are in here. Because when you pass on, 7% of your body weight is gone. 7%. 7% of your body weight is gone. 7%. They've actually, and that is why I say it's imperative for us as humans to raise that vibration to the highest we can. And they want us to do that. If they came down here to help us do that, we would never raise the vibration we need if they came down and did it for us. We would never raise, we would never learn, we would never ascend. The only reason why they're down here helping us is because, like never ascend. The only reason why they're down here helping us is because, like everybody else in the universe, we're their brothers and sisters. No matter if you think they're angels or, aliens, whatever they are, as spiritual beings, they see us as a very existential part of the universe. And whatever they are, as spiritual beings, they see us as a very existential part of the universe. And humans reigned in the universe, all over the universe at one time. They restarted the human race. They gave us a precious gift. And if we don't use that gift, we're wasting it. That is why life is so precious. Because when a mother gives birth and she has a child, each one of those children have a precious gift. Not just that white gold that's inside of their skull. It's part of them creating. It's part of the God particle, I want to call it. And that is the spark of life that we have. And we are the masters of the universe. We just have to ascend into that level of existence. Does anybody have any questions about this message from Area and Epi and Brim? Message from Area and Epi and Brim. Does anybody have anything they'd like to ask? Anything they'd like to know? And did that message resonate with you? The Anunnaki gave us the Dyson spear, but the Palladians gave us that precious white gold inside of us to make us different and unique. How long do you think it will take to rise the vibration from set? That depends on humanity, yeah. I'm going to bring you up here because I like your thoughts.
Hi. Thank you.
Hello.
Hello.
Did you
sweetie.
like that message?
I did. It was a beautiful message. Very, very intricate and it's astounding how precise you got on some of your on your intricacies on the gases and the crystalline and even the simple things that we can do, like the oils, the almond oil, the grapeseed oil, olive oil to put on our third eye to help even open it, and the amethyst that we can, because we get so many to-dos, how to do and what to do, but to get this actually, from the stars, the heavens, the beautiful beings, to get this information, that's phenomenal. To get it from you.
I think this might be the best informative live yet.
No, absolutely. Hi, River Blues. Absolutely. And when you said we were at 79%, that's actually not very bad. That's pretty good percentage. And but I'm
Yeah. You know
wondering
what?
how many years
You know
did it
what?
take us to get to 79%? And
Not actually not very long because
okay,
last year when I spoke to them about this
yeah.
time last year, she told me we were at 43,
Wow. Oh, so this can
and
be done in no time.
we were at 43%. And the more people wake up, the more the vibration raises.
That's awesome. What a
That is the
promising
key to
message.
it.
Yeah. And to learn with the white gold. I didn't know that. I
Yeah.
learned something.
Yeah, white gold in your pineal gland.
Well, I
I
have to
did not
say
know.
that
And what they,
it was very impressive.
and that's the key part of it. And it's a shame some
Are
people
we
missed
the
it.
only are we the only when I think you said that we are the only beings that have the white gold in our body, in our pineal
Yeah.
gland. That's
Mm-hmm.
that's pretty substantial.
And you
That
know
says
why
a
that
lot
is?
because we're
They
living
knew,
gods.
the Palladians knew what we were going to do. So they put that white gold in our brains, in our pineal gland, because when we raise our vibration high enough, I seen the beings. I seen what we're going to look like. I seen them
Really?
yesterday and the other day. I did. I seen them.
Oh, pray
Um,
tell, pray tell,
our
pray
skin.
tell.
I met a man and a woman. They were stuck naked on the ship.
Oh.
Um,
Mhm.
and I had this a while ago, and I didn't quite know how to say it. And I got a lot of information, and I haven't really said anything to anybody because I wanted to process it and figure how I could say this to people and have them understand.
Yeah.
And when I'm in a chat, sometimes I want to speak, and everybody else talks over me. So I figured, you know what, I'm going to try something different this time, and that's what I came up with. But anyway, um, when a baby's born, a baby can be pale skinned and translucent.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you
I
knew that,
I've
but
actually seen
that's
that.
part of it too. That's part of it too. Now, when I looked at these beings, the two beings that were they were human. They were human, completely like us. They were just more evolved, and they looked exactly like us, but their skin was translucent. Their blood was glowing like a translucent blue, like an LED blue, light blue is their blood. And their nervous system, whenever you did different emotions, their whole entire nervous system looked like a tree. Their body looked like a tree, and
It
every
would
time
light
they had a
up,
different
right?
it would light up different colors for different emotions.
Yes.
Oh
I've
wow.
seen that's wild because I don't know where I've seen it, but I've seen it. I can picture that in my head. I can see it, but I
Yeah.
don't know where I've seen it before.
And you know how you
That's
get to that? You know how you
hmm,
get to that state?
how
See, we wouldn't have been able to if the Palladians had put that white gold in us, because that white gold is a key essential to everything that we are. Because when that white gold is sitting in our pineal gland, we raise our bioelectricity, right? And we raise it, it activates the water, henceforth, it sends that electricity through our body and then back into our pineal gland, and it forces an evolution.
like a circulatory system, like a
Yes,
psychic
it
circulatory system.
activates, and the only way it
Yes,
activates is by vibration. That's why it's important
excellent.
for us to raise the vibration. So if we raise the vibration of the world, we can raise that pineal gland, and then that pineal gland will activate. It'll send that huge wave of bioelectricity through us, and it will change our form. It'll change what we look like. It'll
Right.
force
And
an evolution on humanity.
that's what they're doing, um, by all these frequencies and all these energies being sent to the earth. They're
Like the humming that
doing,
we've been hearing in the air. There's
yeah,
like just
Yep,
like a
and
kind
it's
of, just
activating.
yeah,
yes.
So would that be activating our DNA somewhat?
I
yes.
think that yes, that's what I was thinking it was. See, I
Yeah,
love these discussions because we answer each other's questions. We get answers
absolutely.
from Brim, and then we ask
That's
questions and we
cool.
all answer the same question. It's really cool. We
Half
get
pint.
all these answers. What half pint?
I
What?
liked what Half Pint said about
Our own
their
blue
handing.
angels.
They'll hand a. Let me see. Yeah, pictures of them. They're handing a blue
A
orb
blue
to
orb
us.
to us.
That is so cool.
Yes. It's like the orb of
The Seven
activation.
Sisters handed me a golden orb about a year ago, and I didn't do anything with it. I finally took the gift in December. I mean, January. They tried to offer it to me when I was in that crew of people. I said no, no, no. But then in around February, I took the orb in, and I didn't do anything with it. And so when I hit this land right here, it was time to activate that orb, and I
Our
activated
blue
that little
angels.
orb that was in there inside of me, and I swear I'm getting all this information now. It's coming through
Mm-hmm.
like
Mm-hmm.
no tomorrow.
Well, I'll be honest with you. Some of what you were saying was like over my head in some fashions. You know what I'm saying? Like it was, I was receiving, but
Yeah.
it wasn't computing. But then there was things that you said that like turned the light on, and then I was like, oh, okay, now I understand that other part.
It's like
Yeah.
when you're in
Yes,
some lives, they talk of new information, and you hear it, but it sits
but
with
it's
you, and
not
it's
new.
it,
It's something that
well,
you've heard
it's or
before,
it's not new, or
or
it
yeah,
doesn't make psychological sense to us. So it
right.
sits with us. This absolutely digested.
Hits.
It
Yes,
was like
absolutely.
an absolute it resonated with a memory.
Right. Yeah. That's the reason why I said it's new words, but it's not new to us
Right.
because it's something that we've been knowing that we have to be reminded of.
And I think our I don't I mean it has to be happening to you too. The more I mean I personally try to keep my vibration up all the time. I've just
Mm-hmm.
realized how
Mm-hmm.
important it is.
Yes.
And the longer we do that, the even the channeling, the information that comes in is it's like we're understanding deeper levels, and our awareness becomes even more broad. It becomes vast, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm
The
still
more we
waiting.
shine our light, the more light
Yeah,
comes to us.
and I did,
You
I
want to hear
did,
something
I
even better?
In infinity.
You want to hear
go
something
for
really
it.
cool?
Yeah.
What's that?
I was going to do the research. I did some of the research. I was looking at it, and then I was like, this ain't doing me no good. So I put it down. I got tired of trying to look because my eyes were getting tired. So I just closed my eyes, and I put on that music, and I'm listening to it, and um, Epi and area go incoming message, and it was all coming in light language, and
Hmm.
that's what I interpreted.
It was just flowing over
Wow.
you. Yeah.
And when I was looking at it, I was looking at the language. It was came up like a holographic screen. It came up in front of me. the words were flying up, and then all of a sudden they transformed from light language to English.
Uh,
Yep.
what was I gonna say? Oh, it was just last week that I must have dreamed it. I mean, it's this week. I can't remember exactly where I got the message, but it was in order for our galactic ancestors don't see us by our skin. They don't see us. How they see
No, they
us
see our
is
light
by what
cells.
they exactly what Brim was
Yes.
saying.
Yes.
They see
Yes.
us by our vibration,
Mm-hmm.
how we're resonating, how we're vibing, and the lighter we are, and it made the message I got. It turned it into full circle. It's like it more or less, instead of just getting the message, they only see us by how we're vibrating, how our
Mm-hmm.
they only see us by how we're vibrating, how our
Mm-hmm.
you know, how we get to that. This is, here's all the ingredients to reach that vibration. How we get to that. This is, here's all the ingredients to reach that vibrational state, and this is why. And that is, I love how spirit works.
Yeah, I do too. It's
I
amazing,
liked it
isn't
when they
it?
told me about the moon. I thought that was cool
Yeah.
Oh,
because
absolutely.
I always knew there was something different with the moon, and I knew it was a Dyson sphere, but I didn't know how exactly it went until I
Well,
got
they
that.
talked about how that the moon was hollow. Yeah.
So I wonder
Right.
when
That
we
what you're
might
talking
see the
about
second sun.
when you say ionosphere. I'm gonna have to Google that because
What
I don't know
I
what
wonder if
ionosphere
when
is.
we're going to see the second sun, will that be when we're in 5D completely?
the second sun is hidden in the moon.
Yeah, that's what I'm amazed about.
It's inside the moon.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is
Ah,
it going
see,
to
that's what I
stay?
was.
Now, is it going to stay
That's what
there?
that's what I thought that meant.
Yes.
Okay. Only because of the energy that it's the energy that it puts
Emulates.
off. I'll be
Yeah.
damned. Oh, it's been there the whole
And
time.
it was when it first started. That's why. Now here's another thing, a part of history you didn't know. That's why back in the earlier times there was no moon pictured because it was a Dyson sphere, and
Okay.
they wanted to hide it from Earth, so they amped it up, and it pulled in with the electricity. It caused the magnetism, and it drawed in a lot of space dust, and it accumulated around the Dyson sphere and created a shell. And then and then all of a sudden the moon started.
Oh,
The
weird.
moon wasn't always there.
Huh.
Isn't the moon a
Hmm.
base of sorts?
Well, I was
It
just
could be
thinking
a
that.
kind of, sort of.
Because
It's
my
on the outer crust.
understanding,
Yeah, the moon was brought in by the Anunnaki. It was brought in the Dyson sphere. It was a Dyson sphere at one time. They turned it on. It pulled in a lot of space dust and that debris from when they destroyed it. That's how when Tiamat got smashed with Terra, they had to get rid of the space dust, and they used that space dust to cover the Dyson sphere.
Which is the moon.
Yes, because when
Incredible.
Terra Terra when Nibiru first came through, Terra, which had the Tartarians, was around Nibiru. They were the last surviving humans. The Tartarians were the last surviving humans. And when Terra smashed Tiamat, it created Earth. And they had to get that space dust away from Earth, so they created Dyson Sphere to emulate that energy, to pull the dust away. Henceforth, the moon was formed. And that's what they told me when I gave you that huge message.
That's incredible.
My understanding was we had 2 sons to begin with, and they had to cover one of them up because we were drawing too much attention from negative entities.
Yes. Then I put it inside the Dyson Sphere and kind of cloaked it.
Right.
And they're using that energy. It's cloaking itself, but they're also using that energy to cloak the ships around Earth and the other planets that are not seen.
Okay.
Oops, was I not supposed to say that?
We knew that, didn't we?
Yeah.
What did we?
Well, that message was
You guys,
amazing.
I'm glad everybody liked it. I'm sad that other people missed it, like Cliff and Bean.
Where's Honey McReynolds?
I don't know.
I've been kind of worried about her.
Honey was in here Tuesday.
Was she? I haven't seen her for about probably maybe a month. She's back home. See?
Oh, yeah.
Bean, you missed the message.
I think he was here. They were here the whole time.
I don't think Bean was.
Oh no, I don't think no.
Hello.
Oh yeah. Hello.
Hi, Bee. How are you?
I'm awesome. How are you doing, lady?
Oh, great. It was a wonderful message.
And I missed it.
Of course. No.
He can
I can go
repost
back
it on
over
YouTube
it.
and you can watch it. Or he can
no,
go
I
back
can
over
go
it.
back
Yeah, that's a
over
good
it.
idea. It's not that big. It's not that long of a message. He said it was a really long message, but it wasn't really that hard to listen to. It wasn't that long of a message. It wasn't
That's
hard to
right.
listen to at all. Some people say a long message, and I'm like, oh no. But this was not that
All
kind of
right.
case at all, you know?
Okay, let's everybody mute the mic so everybody can hear, and I'll go on with
Anybody
the message again.
freezing, go out and come back in, see if it fixes it.
I think they're talking about being cold.
All right, here's the message again. As I was talking to Bean earlier, and I told her I wanted to do it about Helium-3 because I felt drawn to that. So I started to look up what Helium-3 was. I got really bored and frustrated, and I was like, you know what? I'm sick of reading. My eyes get tired, so I put the phone down. And I was like, no, I'm not giving up. No, I have to do this message. So I turned that Tibetan monk music on that I found with Bean the other day. I turned it on and I went into a meditation or something, and Area and Epi said, I have a message. And they said, here you go. So when it gave me the message, it was in light language and it ended up translating into English. Here's the message. Helium-3 is a light, a stable isotope of helium with 2 protons and a neutron. Helium-3 is a proton, helium-3 and a proton are the only stable nuclides within more protons than neutrons. It was founded in 1939. It was discovered by Lewis and Robert Cornog while trying to isolate helium-3. It's rare on Earth, mostly on the moon. Helium-3 is a gas that is extremely rare, 100 million times more abundant on the moon. It's in the moon's soil. It's most important for Earthlings, humans, for nuclear fusion because it is radioactive and it uses to control and guide nuclear fusion. 1 metroton of helium-3 fused with deoxyrium is a heavy isotope of hydrogen. It can supply a city or 10 million people and can last 1 year on 10 gigawatts of power. It's a natural. How is it formed? How do they get the helium-3, you ask? Well, the natural process is such. It comes from a natural process called the decay of tritium, which is found in a solar nebula, a spinning gas, clouds, and dust from space, which forms trillium. Trillium is a radioactive isotope of hydrogen, and it's critical for fuel for fusion. And it also comes from the sun and a star. And what does that have to do with anything? Well, let's go on more. The Dyson sphere is a structure that encloses a star or a sun to harness its energy. So if the moon is the same size as the star, a Dyson sphere couldn't hold it because it would take less materials to run it if another sun was next to it. How does it change colors, you ask? Well, the moon changes colors. Well, due to the atmosphere of the moon and the earth, it changes colors. A Dyson sphere would emit radiation to balance heat, which changes sunlight, which changes the colors of the moon. Now, what kind of civilization could have built a Dyson sphere? I thought about that, and then I asked them, what race could have done it? This is what I was told. A Type 2 civilization. The Anunnaki did. They researched and harnessed Earth's energy to be a Type 2 civilization. They started colonies in other planets, on Earth and other planets. The Anunnaki main focus was the search for gold and iron. They came to this part of the galaxy over 500,000 years ago to do just that. Iron and gold are found in the human bodies. Gold is found in our brain, heart, blood, joints, and our toenails have the most gold. What does that have to do with anything? Where am I going with this? Well, with the gold in your body, the pineal gland contains A monatomic gold amethyst. What is that, you ask? White gold. A high sought after superconductive gold with ultra attributes. The human body is 60% water. The body controls, our body has bioelectricity, which controls our body. Sound waves can trigger your pineal gland at 110 decibels. Humans can create crystals in their bodies. That is a fact. Now, how would all this change a human? Well, when all of this is activated at a higher frequency, it'll change your cellular structure to change. And how do you change it? When you raise your vibration and your frequency, it'll change you into a crystalline being. Some people are born with translucent skin. Yes, our bioelectricity can make us glow even. Depends on how we raise in frequency. You often ask, why is children can see things that adults can't? The simple answer is, a child's eyes are new to the earth, they're round and large. They haven't been used much, so they can take more light in. As you grow older, your eyes become slanted and small and cylindrical, which cannot take in that much light. Our pineal gland helps us sleep, make choices, and changes our reality. So each one of us can have a different reality depending on how we raise our frequency in our pineal gland. How do we raise the pineal gland, you ask? Well, you can raise it by meditation, being creative, working with Gaia, certain vibrations and tones and frequencies, or you can use oils such as sweet almond, cold pressed coconut, grapeseed, jojoba, I don't know what she meant by that, olive oil. Those are the oils you can use to put on your pineal gland, and it helps you. You would put that on when you're going to commune with Gaia and you would do some meditation. You would put that oil on your pineal gland. Now, can crystals help our pineal gland? Why, yes, they can. If you press an amethyst close to on your third eye for 3 minutes a day, it increases your intelligence and it opens your eye more. Eucalyptus and menthol put on your third eye can also help it. And I think that was the message. Was that all of it? Yeah, it was. What did you think? There you go. What did you think of that message?
That was cool. Kind of ties everything together to crystalline beings and the crystalline ships and why everything is the way it is.
Did anybody have any questions?
I just keep going back to the original, how they're wanting us to understand we really all are one. We are one fractals of.
And that white gold. And that white gold was placed by the Palladians. That was the gift they gave us, because they knew we were going to evolve So they put that white gold inside of our pineal glands when we were created, because when they did that, that helps us ascend, and it fires our pineal gland up by electromagnetic pulses that come through our bodies. Henceforth, it'll make us that crystalline being. And yes, I gave you the answers to the moon. I gave you the answers to the pineal gland and what helium-3 is and what the importance of that is. And I hope that resonates with every one of you. If anybody has any questions, feel free to ask.
It resonates very, very. It's just beautiful.
And that was the message I got from them. I couldn't believe it. When I was listening to that that Tibetan Buddha thing, Tibetan monk, because I was talking with Bean and we kept talking about the Tibetans and the monks, and you're very welcome, Hapai. We were talking about that, and that's where it came into play, because when I heard it the first time, it sent my body into as Bean, when I first played it, my body just went womp womp womp. My body was tingling and I felt like I was going somewhere. Huh?
It was instant checkout.
Oh yeah.
I truly enjoy listening to the Tibetan chanting and the Om resonance of the earth, the vibration of the earth, and it puts you in a total zen out.
And that's what I did after when I was going to do. I said, you know what? I'm gonna go look up this helium-3 because there's something about this helium-3 I gotta say. And then I start reading it, and I'm like, blah 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 blah. No, this isn't working for me. So I just turned it on, and wow, I was like, got a message. I'm like, okay.
Instant connect.
It came to me. Yeah. I'm very surprised that was a wonderful message. I've been sitting there for hours. I'm like, oh, I shouldn't have said 9 o'clock. Oh, I shouldn't have said 9 o'clock. Oh, I should have said 9. I want to give this message. And I was thinking, should I go in other people's lives? I'm like, no. I'm going to do this on my life.
Yes. I'm glad you made that decision. I truly believe that when you are pure at heart and you're wanting to give such a precious message out, Spirit has a way of those who need to hear it, those who are meant to hear it, are here. Those ones are meant to hear and learn.
I agree,
I trust
100%. Mm-hmm.
I trust my spirit. I trust my guides, and
Mm-hmm.
and I thank you.
Sorry, Yaya.
You're very welcome.
Oh, it's okay, sweetie.
That's how we can resonate on such an intense level with crystals.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, because our bodies actually produce crystals.
Yep.
That blew me away.
Mm-hmm.
Even in the scientific community, we make crystals. If you look at it from a scientific point of view, yeah, we do. It's very interesting.
As you were reading that message the second time, I was sitting here with the amethyst on my third eye.
Yeah, hive parents, right. Every so often when we're not listening, they scream to get your attention. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely.
That happened to me the other day, and I usually think I'm listening.
Yeah, I do.
I'm
I
al-
always thought, yeah.
I'm always listening. Well, I had my ears ring, my right ear ring so
Like
loud.
they were boxing your ears almost.
Oh my Lord, love a duck! I've never heard a high pitched ring like that before. It
Hmm.
stopped me dead in my tracks. I said, "Okay, I I'm not moving.
I'm
What
listening.
is it?"
Yeah.
Well, I may
So does
listen.
anybody
That's.
does
Oh,
anybody
sorry.
want those ingredients for the pineal gland oil?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
should uh write it up, put it a screenshot, do a
I did
screenshot
write
where we
it.
can do a screenshot of it. When did you write it? Where did you write it? No, on screen.
Oh, I'm not writing it on screen. I'm just gonna take the picture like this. And there's also
Yeah, do where we
lemongrass.
can do a screenshot. Yes.
Oh,
Hold on, let me
lemongrass.
find. Yeah, lemongrass was in there. I forgot to write lemongrass.
It's interesting because I just made some anointing oil out of frankincense and myrrh and Mayan's copal, and
So whoever wants this, take a picture of it.
Scoot it up just a little bit. There you go. Right there. That's perfect. Perfect.
now
There you go.
okay,
Got it.
hold on. Oh, hold on. I just let me try that again. Again, come on.
And also menthol can go on your third eye too.
That's interesting.
Frankincense also.
You could just take some of that
Yeah.
pain oil that I sent you and put it on your third eye.
I have.
It has most of that stuff in it.
Yep,
Mm-hmm.
I did. I already did it.
Did you do that before you did this meditation?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't know why I was doing it, but I did it anyway.
You were being divinely guided.
And you can also add castor oil, the black seed oil.
Yeah, I wondered because I used to do
Yes.
that before.
I don't know. This is what they told me.
Oh, I'm gonna stick with what you said.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Everybody got it?
Mm-hmm. Everybody got it?
Yeah.
I hope so.
Okay.
Yep.
You're very welcome. The universe's that was the universe's gift to you all for Christmas, apparently.
Awesomeness.
that
Thank you,
Excellent
was
universe.
message. Thank you, universe.
that
Absolutely.
was that was Aria and Epi's Christmas gift.
Thank you, Arya and Epi. Excellent, excellent, excellent messages.
So if anybody wouldn't mind hitting the likes, the shares, if you want to donate to me on TikTok, you can hit the donates and gift on TikTok. If you don't want to do that, you can hit the Cash App or the PayPal down there. Should be on an envelope somewhere. But I hope you all enjoyed that message. And
Mm-hmm.
if anybody has any questions, I can still hear them talking in here. They've not shut up the entire time. And they're all giddy because, oh, that's cute.
That is
I've never
adorable.
had that. That
That
is
was too
cute.
cute.
That
What
was a
was that? That was
Yeetie.
too adorable.
That was cute.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
I love these little
oh,
bees.
I love the
We,
new little. I love the little new little gifts they've got. Those are so
yeah.
cute.
you sent me a ship? Oh, that's adorable. Holy cow.
Those are the little bean people.
The bean
They're so
peoples.
they're so cute.
Completely adorable.
Totally.
Thank you.
But if you have any questions for them, they're all right here, right now. They're all in house.
Well, what,
how do we tap into light language? Like, is there a, I can see it, I can hear it, but it doesn't come out my mouth and I don't understand it.
Yeah, exactly.
Um,
I'm with.
well, when I started light language, I started when I was a kid, so I'm not really sure. It just came out, and I just started blabbing it. But I know people are not. A lot of people don't are not like that, and they have a very hard time with that, and that's understandable. And from what I got from them, because I'm still trying to interpret it every once in a while, without their help, I don't think I can interpret it even. Um, but I feel like when Brim's light language was no problem. His was instant, an area, she was no problem. Epi, however, hers was a problem. The way she speaks, and so wasn't Solar. Their light language was very hard, and I had to listen to it a few times and start, whenever I heard it, I started repeating the words, and I started to understand by emotions and feelings and how. Oh my God, that's cute! Oh, my little bit dipper, the dipper, the dipper, the dipper, the dipper.
oh.
Oh, the dipper. Um, and that is
Totally.
how. Oh, thank you for the gifts. Much appreciated. Uh, I I started, listening to it, and then sometimes I would ask the beings, but that is how I came to learn it. I started trying to mimic it back into them, and then they would start talking, and I would start doing it, and they start doing it, and then I kind of parroted it, and then I was like, "Well, what am I saying?" And they're saying, "You're repeating what we're saying," and I'm like, "Okay, so I got it right." And then it came to the point of I listened to her so much, it just kind of started resonating with me. And I asked, well, how do other people? Oh my God, that's freaking awesome! Holy cow, that
Oh,
was crazy cool.
I
Oh, I
love
love
it. I
that
love
thing.
it.
Oh, that was
That's
really freaking cool.
that's Rocky the Bean.
That's
Oh, I like
cute.
Rocky the Bean. That
Totally
was
cute.
really cute. Um, and the way
Sorry,
to resonate, I couldn't help it. The to tap into it, I think that you have to be in a very calm place. Clear your mind totally. And I know it's impossible, but you have to find that moment of peace and clarity, and it probably comes to you once a day. Sometimes, well, just for me, that when I get the feeling it's time for me to know something or see something, or I get a feeling, and I just walk out and I start meditating, or I take that bath, or I just sit down and just close my eyes and just listen to the universe. That's how it comes from me. I know it's not the same for everybody, but that's how I came to learn it. I don't know if that helps anybody, but that's how I got it.
Mine was I was I was doing some sun gazing, and I was at the time rubbing castor oil on my third eye. Um, I I was hearing it in my head, and I wasn't speaking it at all. But the moment I started speaking it, it was almost like a gift. It was unlocked, and if you don't use it a lot, it's like any excuse me, it's like any of our gifts. If we don't use them, we lose them. So
Right.
even when I'm by myself in the yurt, I'll speak it out loud, and I'll notice that I might speak two or three more extra words, and but it all comes when I'm speaking it. It's like it starts right in the heart when you're speaking it, and it comes through the heart. And I noticed something interesting about it. It's like it almost like it activates in the chakras to almost a like a intentional healing of each chakra point when I'm speaking. And then I finally now I'm all the way through, and I'm like done. I'm at the crown. I don't know if that makes any sense, but and
Well,
being a healer,
I do think you're onto something there. I think it does have something to do with all the chakras. I think all the chakras have to be lined up and perfect in order to do that.
yeah,
And once you learn it,
yeah,
it stays with you. So if you happen to fall back on one or two, you can still do it. But I think when it first opens up, you have to have them all lined up perfectly. Whatever the vibration and frequency is, I think that's what it is. When you feel that moment of clarity, when you feel one as one, then I think that's
yeah,
the moment to do it.
yeah. I truly think there's a what I believe that when you've found that peaceful moment in your journey, that you've done as much healing as you can up to a certain point. I mean, we're always healing, and
Right.
I think it's a universal gift. It's from our guides or universe. I To me, it was a gift to have the light language. It was almost like a hug from the universe saying, keep the good work up. And you know I was just so emotionally moved that that I was even able to
When
speak
Ray
it.
speaks, it's in his sleep. He says it feels better the next day.
Oh
Huh.
wow, I can understand that.
And then last night I had a weird dream. I don't know what the hell was
Oh
going on.
great. I
I don't
truly
know. It's weird.
I look forward to having the dreams where I'm in a spaceship. I haven't had one of those yet, or sit at the round table, or any, I've seen the beautiful orbs, and like orbs that are size of Volkswagen bugs,
Hello, Peach.
but I look forward to that. I always set the intention before I go to sleep, I'm ready for you to come get me and take me on a ship, and you don't have to say nothing to me. Just take me and let me see it for a second, and then you can take me back.
I did ask about that. I was like, why are some certain people taken, others don't remember? Well, no, why certain people like people are taking and not others? And out of the weirdest one out of all of them, the one that hardly spoke to me, and this was from Raya. She said, and she's the Andromedan, she's the one who rarely speaks. She said to me that the reason why a lot of people are taking, they just don't remember because their higher self chooses not to make the human self aware. And I was like, so out of who I've been hanging out with and talked to, have any of them been taken? She goes, yeah, they have. I go, why don't they remember? And she said, simple, because their higher selves chose not to know.
Huh. Will we ever get to remember?
You will. I just
Huh?
started seeing like 3 seconds of wherever I am before I wake up. I get just a tiny, tiny glimpse of wherever I was. But I don't remember anything else, but it gives me enough to kind of, I guess, start to go in the direction I'm supposed to go in.
Well, always, having a human condition, you know, as as far as we get on our journey, and you know, I work really hard at being authentic and not being a phony. But then that human condition comes out, and I'm like, well, where am I falling short? What is it that I have to do to?
That's what it is. That's sure you think that. Be your authentic self. Don't worry about it. Just be you.
Thank you, Peach.
Sorry,
And I
stuff will
No,
comes
don't be
flying out of my
sorry.
mouth.
Don't be sorry.
and
Don't be sorry.
and I asked him the other day about people being taken up, and did I get the answer? I got an answer that I was surprised, and I mentioned it the other day. I think I don't know, so much things come through my mind lately. Um, and I was like, do any humans leave Earth, like go taken up into space? I was simply told by those two that gave that message today. They said no. But if there's only one way that they can come up on the ship in a human body. And I was like, how is that? If they're surrounded by a spiritual energy like an orb or a bubble, that is the only way the human body can exist in space. I was like, why is that? They said this. The reason why it's an Earth body, it's not meant to leave Earth. Why do you think in the ascension that a lot of beings, when they're on the Earth and they go up to the sky, their body turns into energy? You start as a human flesh body. By the time you reach the firmament, you're pure energy. Because that energy goes to that firmament. And that is why no human body is supposed to be leaving Earth.
Mm,
And the
Yeah.
only
makes
way
sense.
is through a spiritual orb, or each person is surrounded by an invisible suit kind of thing, like a bubble.
Yeah.
And both times I was taken,
Like your
once was
Merkaba?
in it. Yeah,
Your Merkaba?
once was an
Yeah.
orb when I was taken up with area. The first time was an orb. The second time, it was like my whole body was encased in a bubble, like around my body. Like, I don't know how to word it. It's like it was the shape of my
Yeah.
body bubble. And
Okay.
that was the only two times. And I asked if any other humans have came up. They go, no, they're not allowed.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went on to ask other things about other races, and I was told the same thing I thought. So, but we ain't getting into that. But anyway,
I have a question for you.
okay.
I think your galactic friends are here again. The energy is just so wild that like it just blankets me, and I feel like I'm looking at it out a ship's window. I'm not. I'm looking at my bedroom walls, but I think that they're here. Do you feel them?
Yeah, I could feel them. I could feel them because I feel like they're. When I was taken one time by the Palladian area, she asked me. Now, anytime I was ever taken up, I was asked. Anytime they wanted to talk to me, they asked me, "Do you mind if we speak to you? Do you want to come up?" They asked me, and when I said yes, I would go up or they'd talk to me. No, as for the implant in my eye, she asked me, "Do you want this? We need to give you something that enhances your sight." And I'm like, "Okay, sure." She goes, "It might leave a scar, but I hope it doesn't." I said, "Okay." So what did they do? They put that implant in my eye. And ever since I've got that implant in my eye, I have seen things that normal people probably don't see.
Cool. I want an
Like
implant.
I see dead people.
I don't
No
doubt it.
implants for me, thank you.
And saying last Sunday when I laid on the ground and I did that meditation thing, I don't know if I told you
Mm-hmm.
about that. Yeah, but I laid on the ground. I had all four. I had all the amethyst on. I had one on my head, one on each hand, and one at my feet. And I had lined up white. Oh, what did I put there? Um, Not amethyst. What is that other one? Quartz. I put clear quartz and aligned up my chakra. So when I laid down, each one of the it was funny. I didn't even know I did this. I made a pentagram, and each point of the pentagram was sitting with an amethyst, and each each um each clear quartz was lined up exactly where my chakras would be. And when I laid down, I invoked the spirits and I told them to give me peace and this and that, help me with this and guide me with that, that kind of stuff. And when I
Mm-hmm.
opened my eyes, I seen a zillion orbs flying around my head. I could see them plain as day, and I started moving my hands, and every time I moved my hands, I could see the energy.
Awesome.
And then when I got up, I walked around. I got up and I was walking around the property. I could see the energy going around the property, and I see that every time I go outside now. I have to blink twice for it to go away, or try to focus because sometimes it gets very hard. Because I tried to ride a bike the other day, I have an electric bike and I'm trying to go down the road and I'm seeing freaking colors and I'm like, holy crap. I'm just like, oh no, no, not right now. I'm going down the road going 30 miles an hour on a mountain bike, going downhill, and and next thing I know, I'm seeing a swarm of colors everywhere, and I'm like, oh my lord, here we go. I'm like, oh, I go, hold off, no, not yet, no, 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 not yet. Don't do that to me. So
That's
I
kind of
have to,
cool, Grim.
I have to shut that off every once in a while. I've been trying to, and that's why I've probably been sleeping because I've been trying to figure out how to control that. Because, you see how the lights are swirling right here? It was much
Yeah.
worse. It was much worse. The colors were brighter, and I'm like, oh my lord. And then when I was moving my hand on my body, I could see a trail of energy behind me. I'm like, oh, this is not good. I'm like, okay, I gotta figure out how to turn that off. So that's what I've been doing too, trying to figure how to. I don't see it in the house too much, thank God. But when the minute I head outside, it's bam, there it goes.
Here
Yeah,
out in
that's
the.
really amazing.
That's cool,
Yeah,
Grim. I
so
like that.
I've been training myself to hold to figure out how to control that energy and figure out how to not see it at times. Because
Or
it
when you,
does.
it's
Yes, a lot of things communicate with me. I mean, ever since I've done that thing last Sunday, everything's been enhanced. And I think that was step one. I think that's step one because when I did that, I opened up the golden spear that the seven sisters gave me. And that was step one. I know that was step one. I think there's seven steps, and each one of them has a gift from the seven sisters. And that was the first one, I think.
and you think that's
And
with
the
the
first one,
crystals you laid around you?
yeah, and I think that helped it. I
Yeah,
think they lined everything
definitely.
up perfectly. And I
Yep.
think that's when, and the first gift was looking at energy. And the first person I could think of was Electra. That was the first sister, was the one that gave me the power first. So I think each level is seven levels, and I think each one of the sisters are giving me a gift. So
Do you know
I
the
feel like I got
names of
seven
all the
stages
sisters?
now. I know some of them. Electra, Murathrope, Targeting, uh, Alope, Alalope or something. My, and I can't remember the other ones. I have to look them up. Can't remember them all, but I remember most of them.
I'll look them up too. I have to refresh
But
my memory.
I know,
I can tell you.
Oh, please.
I don't know if I'm going to say it right, but Maya, Maya, Electra, Tegeta, Alcyone, Seleno, Serope, and Merope.
Electra, Malatope, Tragedy, Maya, Mara, Alicia, Serapi. I'm missing one. No, that's them all. That's all of
here we
them.
go.
Look at you go. Thank you, Grim. Keep it there for a second. Eione.
Hold on. Can I? 1 second. Maybe I can get a better picture. Hold on. Here we go.
Thank you, Brim.
There you go, in case anybody wants to see the Seven Sisters.
E.
You can screenshot it.
Last time I did that, I kicked myself out of the room. Sterope. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. But Electra is also... I've been talking to Electra the entire time and I didn't know.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, look at you, Bean. You rock.
And do you know who Electra is?
No.
That I've been speaking to? It's
do.
Area.
Oh. M-A-I. There's Honey McReynolds.
Yep, she missed the message like I knew she would. Well, she can go back and watch the live when I post it. Unless anybody wants to hear it again.
I don't mind. It's your live, baby.
Oh.
Have you moved yet?
Oh, yes, I moved. I'm
I
in
hear
a
something in the
better
background.
place. It's probably the heater.
You're not with anyone?
No?
Oh.
I'm in a house by myself. Me and the other beings
good
around
for
here.
You.
I'm in a 2-bedroom house out in the middle of nowhere.
And you seem happy as can be.
Oh, yeah, I am. All right, people want to hear the message again. Everybody ready? Bring it on down. All right.
Nice to see you, honey.
All right, everybody ready for the message? I heard the voice on the tape, but here's the message. I got this earlier when I was trying to do research for my live. I started to read it and I got annoyed and my eyes started to hurt. So I'm like, I ain't doing this. So I put on this Tibetan monk music that I found with Bean the other day. And as soon as I turned it on, I got into it wasn't a meditation, honestly. I felt like a trance. And I heard Area and Epi and Brim was there, and it go, but most of the other two, and it goes, here is the message. Helium-3 is a light, a stable isotope of helium with 2 protons and a neutron. Helium-3 and plutonium are only stable nuclides with more protons than neutrons. This was found in 1939. Well, it was discovered by Louis Alvarez and Robert Cornog while they were isolating helium-3. Helium-3 is rare on Earth, but mostly found on the moon and mostly abundant. Helium-3 is a gas that is extremely rare, 100 times more abundant on the moon and in the moon's soil. This is important for nuclear fusion because the radioactivity is used to control and guide fusion reaction. 1 metric ton of helium-3 fused with deuterium, a heavy isotope of hydrogen, can supply a city and 10 million people. It can last 1 year on 10 gigawatts of power. The normal process, such as it comes from a normal process, such as the decay of tritanium from a solar nebula. It's a spinning cloud of gas and dust from space. Tritium is a radioactive isotope of hydrogen, and it is critical for fuel and fusion, and it is powered by the sun or a star. A Dyson sphere is a structure that encloses a star/sun and harnesses its energy. So, if the moon is the same size as a star, a Dyson sphere will hold it because it would take less materials to run it if it was closer to a second sun. The atmospheres of the moon and the earth changes the colors of the moon. The Dyson sphere could emulate radiation and heat, which can change the sunlight. What civilization can build a Dyson sphere? A Type 2 civilization, they told me. Anunnaki did research, and they harnessed Earth's energies to be a Type 2 civilization. And they created a Dyson sphere. And within doing so, they started colonies on Earth and on other planets. The Anunnaki's main focus was to search for gold and iron and other precious metals. They came to this part of the galaxy 500,000 years ago. The human body has gold and iron in our bodies. It is found in our brain, our heart, blood, joints, and our toenails have the most gold particles in it. The pineal gland contains a monatomic gold ormus. What is that, you ask? It is a white gold, and it's highly sought after in the universe. It is a superconductor with a lot of attributes. If the human body is 65% water, the body's bioelectricity is controlled. Sound waves can trigger the pineal gland with 110 decibels. Humans can create crystals in their bodies. That's pretty obvious. We can change our body on a cellular structure with all those things we have. But most of all, raise your vibration and your frequency. Some people are even born with translucent skin. Yes, our bioelectricity can even make us glow if we raise our vibration. Sometimes you ask, why can a child see better than an adult? That is very simple. A child's eyes are round and large and new to earth and the light. Slanted and small and cylindrical eyes are what adults have. They take in less light. Your pineal gland is used for sleep and it makes yeah. Your pineal gland helps you sleep, make choices, and it can change your reality. That's why each person's vibration in your pineal gland can change your reality. How do you raise your pineal gland? Through meditation, being creative, working with Gaia, and very certain frequencies of music and harmonics. You can also use certain oils, lemongrass, sweet almond, cold pressed coconut, grapeseed, jojoba, whatever, and olive oil that you can use to raise your vibrations and open up your third eye. You can also press an amethyst on your third eye for 3 minutes a day, and it will raise your awareness, your spirituality, and your intellectual mind. Eucalyptus and menthol put on your third eye will also help. And that was the message. What does everybody think? Am I the only one here? Hello? I'm glad for one. You're in the bath. That will help raise your vibration. Maya and everybody went silent. You're very welcome.
Well, I think we covered it all pretty good before.
Yeah.
It's very interesting.
Can I speak to who? Aria and Epi? I speak to them all the time. And that white gold that's put inside of our heads was put there by the Palladians. So they knew that we were going to ascend, so they put that in there. That will help with us become the crystallized beings we are. But we have to raise our vibration, and once we raise our vibration, we can break through the firmament. And right now we're at 79%. The closer you are to raising your vibration to 100, the closer you are to breaking through the firmament.
Oh, we went up a couple of percent since the other night.
Yeah. Because we're coming aware. What were you asking, Suzanne? All I heard her say, can you speak to them? I'm like, speak to who? Oh, yeah. I heard Maya on the panel. I haven't heard from Bean or Mel yet. I don't know if they went off in Wonderland or something.
I'm here.
Oh, okay.
I'm here. I'm letting dogs outside, so I was being quiet because I didn't want to be like really loud and noisy.
Oh, I was wondering what was going on. So with that message, did anybody have any questions? And now for your daily announcement. If you wouldn't mind hitting the likes and the shares, it helps the algorithm.
Yep.
It helps
on,
the
there's-
algorithm. If you want to donate to me at TikTok, please hit the donuts or gift whatever you like. If you wanted just to donate to me, I have a Cash App and PayPal down there on the envelope.
You missed
And if anybody
that
wants,
ship I sent you. I should
I
have
didn't see
waited.
the ship.
I should have waited till you were paying attention. You were reading your notes, and I sent a ship,
Oh no!
and so you missed it.
No!
But I can't. I'm not sending another one in the same live. You'll have to wait.
If anybody wants to donate to my Cash App, it's down there on the envelope. And if anybody wants a free Starseed reading, a past life reading, or a $20 reading, let me know. If you have a question about the message, feel free to ask. I'm only here for you guys.
Was that grape seed,
Only here for you guys.
Paul? Was that
Yes.
grape seed oil? Was that grape seed? Oh, God.
Only here for you guys. Yes, it was grapeseed oil. I'll send a copy of it. Is the gold in our body is regular gold particles, just regular gold. But the gold inside of our pineal gland is a mono atom. What was it? It's a monatomic gold ormus. It's white gold and it's very rare in the universe, and it's in our pineal gland. That's what we're gonna have to. That's what we need to have us evolve into the crystalline beings. But in order to evolve into the crystalline beings, we need to evolve. No problem. Does anybody want a free starseed reading, past life reading, $20 reading? Anybody have any
I can do a
questions they want
$20
to talk
reading.
about? Alrighty. All right. let's get this going. All right. Let me move my light over here. And which one would? No, I don't want to do that. Would you? Would you like a healing deck, a starseed deck, or a dragon deck?
Starseed.
Alrighty. Let's see. Alright. Concentrate on this deck here. You know what it looks like? It looks like these. See what it you remember these? Concentrate on the deck in your mind. Just focus on that. Put your energy into the cards. And let me know when you're ready. Whoa.
Okay.
Well, that one just leaped right out. I didn't even get a chance to do anything. That was different. All right. Whoa, hello. What the heck? Okay, all right. Here we go, that one. Your energy's all over the place, isn't it?
Well, there was a lot of energy coming in before, but you didn't want the message, so it's probably bouncing all over.
What message?
You were focused on something else.
All right, let's see. I got cards jumping out here. All right, let's try. Oh, we just. Okay, there's still something in there. I still feel some of your energy in here. It's acting all crazy. It's all going crazy over here. All right, whipping cards at me now. Huh?
It's that wild fey energy.
Okay. They are whipping cards out at me, and I'm having a hard time even shuffling cards now. They're whipping them out. Okay.
That's what happens when you say put my energy in there.
Right? All right. The reading is you have a cosmic heart. Your devotion, your potency makes you a life mover and a life changer. And that's what it looks like. Your inner authority and your intuition guides you as you turn your way to the light. Sometimes you have to wait. It's not the right time. Things will be woven in the time it needs to be. Wait for the universe to merge with you. I've said this to you a lot in the last week, I think, too, and this is funny. This was thrown at me. You're perceptive. None of this matters. Zoom out and look for the common ground. Do not look at everything from one perspective. Look at it as a universal perspective. And that was the card. You got love, and you got this love. You have Hadrian energy flowing through you. You have Hadrian energy flowing through you. These are
Energy?
limitless. Hadrian? Hadrian energy.
How do you spell it? Can you spell it for me, please?
Hadrian.
Thank you.
Darian.
Thank you.
Codependency and boundaries. Your boundaries are limitless because you're ascending into the higher plane of existence you need to be at. Because you're looking for your star brothers and sisters, the horse energy of protection and love and loyalty is around you. Feel safe when you go and explore the galaxy and universe. Trust in yourself when you bathe in the light. You have a karmic relationship within the universe. Your polarity is your self-growth. Your soul grows. When conflict comes, take it with a grain of salt and change it into a positive. Breathe, breaths of the cosmos. My will to thy will, micromanaging the universe and manage your life. Make him as one, but do not live in the world, but do not live of the world. I'm trying to get a message. It's very hard. This one is. Live in the world, not love the world. Sometimes you're not everybody's cup of tea. Embrace your weirdness. Face your true north and find your true self and stick with that, because that will guide you to a deeper healing and a deeper understanding of the energy and the physical emotions of healing. Sometimes when you're wrong, you can say you're sorry. Don't act so defenseless at times. Rewrite wrongs that might be in your path. Uprooting and leaving into another plane in another area might help you with your energy. Your multifaceted, unique nature, you have to let yourself be seen more. Do not hide yourself within the clouds. Let people see who you truly are and what you're meant to be. Sometimes hiding behind the shield, people can't see who you truly are. And again, you have to fall into the universe. Surrender to the extremities of life. Bathe in the waters of humanity and the universe. Because sometimes, even if you hold the opposite of people, you can still find the common ground. Yes, like Tara said. In other words, don't cloak yourself all the time, because it holds you back. I hope that resonates with you.
It does. I do cloak myself
Because
all the time.
I had them all thrown at me.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Does anybody else want a $20 reading? A starseed reading or a past life reading? Hopefully I won't get the cards whipped at me.
I'm sorry. It happens every time.
Oh, they actually flang at me this time. They All right. Let's see. Let's make something interesting. Let's make this interesting. All right. I'm going to do something very... Everybody in the live, I will do a 3-card reading if anybody can guess the number that I'm thinking in my head.
12.
Bean is the only one that can't get it because he already got one. Hold on. I was going from how many people are in here? From 1 to 16. Ready? 1 to 18.
7.
8.
Nope. 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 I haven't seen the number yet. Ah, Mel got it. All right,
What?
Mel. Mel got the reading. She snagged it with the 6.
I tried to say 6 once before, but it came out 7 because I got fat fingers. I hit the wrong number.
I was gonna say 7, but I did say 6. I was like, nah, I'll go with 6. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, damn. All right. Oh, there's 1. Oh, there's 2. They popped right out together. So that's a dual one right there.
Ooh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Let's see. All right. All right, I will. Give me a sec. All right. One more for Mel. Come on. Where's it? Okay, there it goes. I guess 3 came out. All right. All right, Mel. This is what the reading is. Action, and follow your intuition before it makes sense. Basically, take baby steps in the path that you're going on. Always look for the action and take action. When you see that you need to get into action, don't hesitate. Jump right on it. Follow your intuition before you can make your brain messes it up and confuses you.
Mm-hmm.
All paths lead to home. Your inner authority and your inner intuition will guide you on the true path that you're supposed to be on. You have to turn your gaze within. Look within your heart, your soul. Like as you're looking in the mirror. Look at your true self. Because at the end of the day, you have a cosmic heart. You're fully devoted. You make life worth living because you're moving in prayer. It's where your energy is more moving on.
Excellent.
All right.
That's
Does that
exactly what I
resonate with
needed
you?
to hear. Oh yeah, 100%.
Did yours resonate with you, Bean?
Yes, it did.
All right. Okay, I get Honey now. Let's give Honey hers. You want Dragon or Starseed, Honey? Healing. Okay. 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 Those are the ones I'm actually pretty good at. Let me see with the healing cards. Alrighty then. Alright. You know, I can't show the cards. I'll show the back of them because I can't show the front because of TikTok. So, just so you know, it's going to be this deck. And this is the back of the card you're going to need to focus on. And I'd love to show you the front, but I can't. All right, just focus on that card. And let's see. Whoa. Right as you said that, honey, a card flew out. 2 cards fell out. Okay, 3. Well, here we go. It's getting pretty chaotic over here now. Not so chaotic as Beans. Hers was all over the place. I think I had to fight with the cards to shuffle them. Let me see. Okay. What else? There's something else in here. I know there is. There's some energy that's different. Maybe that answered it. No, nope, there's still more. Damn it. Let's see. I know there's more card in here. Honey, focus more. Honey, focus more on this card, okay? I know there's something else in here and I don't know where it is and it keeps not. Well, maybe that's it. Oh, this is what. Oh. I don't know if you're focusing now, but I just had 3 of them come flying out at me. Is that it? I think so. Any more? Come on. Any more? Okay. That's it. Alright. This is... Okay, this is what the healing cards are saying. Apparently that one wants to be... Oh. Alright. And it's funny that you said your family, because you know what the first card is? It's family and tribe. That is the first thing. Right when you said family, that's what I got. You have to concentrate more on your healing and your family. There seems to be a disturbance with the alchemy and the magic within inside of them. There's a lot of sadness. And you're going to need a lot of patience and look to above for the answer, because that will guide you in the healing that you need. And you also have to unleash your creativity, because at the end of the day, your family and your tribe matters to you most. You want to share your magic with them, but sometimes it ends in sadness. But don't worry, because if you're patient enough with the help from above, you'll get that healing to help them and unleash your creativity. That is what I got from the Oracle cards. And if you want, I'll do it like this. Hold on. That is the card you got. Hold on. Does that help and resonate with you? Oh. You know, it's pretty hard to hold that and this.
Okay, the problem is there's a lot of infighting between the three of them. You know,
Yeah.
the second and the third one are both on the same page with me spiritually.
That's what
Except
the cards are showing.
my youngest one is going through a lot of issues with her partner right now, so she's kind of distracted, but she has a quick temper and she's siding with my second, of course. The eldest is the one who is so focused on her religiosity, is what we call it. And she's unyielding, very unyielding. And so a short story is, my mother was married to a severe narcissist for 13, 14 years. They were together for a very long time and have a child. And it got to the point where it broke my daughter. She was literally broken for over a year. She came to live with us for about 2.5 years to help her heal. She was so broken. And now he's using his manipulative yuck on her, through their daughter. And my oldest and her family have remained very friendly with him and his now wife, the one he cheated with. And they don't see anything wrong with that. They think that we're the ones that are weird because they stay friends and stay friendly and see him daily and include him as family when he has done so many horrendous, heartbreaking things to my daughter and his own daughter. And so it's very difficult for us to have any grace. I mean, we really have to dig down for grace because he's just been horrible and he's getting worse as time goes on, as my granddaughter gets older. And he's using his manipulative techniques on his daughter, causing her a lot of mental incoherence, and she's requiring counseling because of it. And he's nearly had her kicked out of school because of
It's funny you just said that. Hold on a minute. It's funny you said that because I was shuffling the cards, and guess what popped out?
What? Which one? Oh. Okay. So that's what we're trying to do, is trying to teach her how to deal with his manipulative behaviors, because she wants so badly. You know how it is with a narcissist, they make you want to love them and them to love you. And then they make it nearly impossible for you to love them because you're never good enough. And he's constantly, chipping away at her self esteem the same way he did with my daughter. And so it's very difficult for us as a family to all get together, because my second one tries so hard to be in grace, to be in love, and to be confident in herself. But they just like throw it in her face constantly that they spend all their time with him. And they do it because there's benefits to being friends with him. They can be members of the gym for free. They can teach classes. They can do all the things they want to do for free, which they couldn't afford to do if they didn't stay friends with him. And we see it. We see through that, but they don't think we do. They say they're doing it because they're such good Christians. They want to be good models for him. And now, of course, he married his side person, which was his fourth one, by the way. He had that many different ones that we knew of. And it just so happened she caught him by getting pregnant. And now they go to church every Sunday. They're the pillar of whatever. And he does these horrible things. And he's one of those people who doesn't trust the government. He doesn't vaccinate his child. He doesn't believe in public education. And he's trying to get custody of their daughter because he wants her homeschooled by his second wife, so that she doesn't have any contact with the government. He has the conspiracy mindset. And, he thinks she's too fat. He thinks she's not pretty enough. He thinks she's not into all the things he wants her to be into. Her confusion is, her constant question to me is, why can't he accept me for what God made me to be? And then so now they're thinking that they're teaching her witchcraft, because Lynn and Mike do cards and runes, and they do their own type of spirituality. They don't go to an organized church. So he's thinking he's going to use that against them in some way. But he managed to pay the very least amount of child support. He gets a very generous visitation because my daughter's nice and wants what's best for her child, because he hides his money under the table. He doesn't use insurance for payments for his physical therapy. He takes cash under the table and doesn't report it. So that means it looks like he doesn't make any money, because the gym is, obviously a write-off for him. So it looks on paper like he's not worth much, but he makes like $150 a year and pays about $350 a month in child support, which is ridiculous. But and it's a constant fight. It's just he can't agree on anything. He wants to fight and argue constantly about literally everything. And so then my oldest daughter and her husband, they're teaching their children to be very racist and misogynistic. And Lynn is married to a Mexican man who is extremely intelligent. I mean, he's a professor. He teaches at the university. He's well spoken, well read, very intelligent. But they just spew out all these racial jokes and craziness and then tell us we're too sensitive. You know what I mean? And so it's a very uncomfortable situation when we all get together. So right now we're all into a big deal because Lynn doesn't want to come spend 4 or 5 days over Christmas and be in that situation with them. She's only going to spend a day or two. So now they're arguing and fighting about it, and my oldest is mad at me, and so we've kind of been blacklisted for Christmas, and it's just sad. The whole thing is sad, and we're trying really hard to be unconditional. And I just want to be unconditional with my girls. I want to love them all. And I know that Tara will eventually be enlightened. I know that. I've seen it in my visions. And Robin has confirmed that to me in his visions, that she will be enlightened. And she was actually my most spiritual child. Growing up seeing angels and hearing spirits, and she denies that part of herself now. She's very evangelical, the trad wife situation, and it's just convoluted and crazy, and we're all just exhausted. And
Okay, what I get from all this, and this is from the universe, not me. So this is what Aria's saying in Epi, because I guess they're tag teaming tonight. You're all getting you're getting them both in here. So
good. I want to hear from them.
What I'm hearing from them is that you need to be the foundation. You're going to be the rock and the foundation of the family because the girls resonate more with you. So you can teach them as much as you can. You can take a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. You're the bridge. You're also the bridge that can bring them all together. Just because we all think of a different spirituality, you have to find the commonality between you all and have it work. I mean, not everybody is going to resonate with everybody's spirituality, and that's fine. But as a family, blood and your emotions and your feelings should be more important. So you have to show them what's more important, what you believe in, or the love of your family. The love of your family is very important. And though, yes, you can love them, but if they're not going to listen, then it's time for them, it's their problem, not a honey problem. You have to teach them as much as you can, and then they have that free will to listen or not, but be that foundation, because sooner or later, and I'm hearing this from them, sooner or later they're going to come to you and ask questions, and they're starting to do that now, and some of them have that doubt in their mind, and you have to be there for them at that time and just keep on showing that unconditional love. Don't push them away, but be there for them. And they're going to look at you and say, Mom's always happy. Mom's always this. And then they're going to look at you and say, look at how happy you are and how spiritual you are. If they look at you and see you being, kind of down and out and, slugging through and this and that, they're going to say, well, my mom's not happy in her spirituality and happy with her life. They're going to see that, and they're going to think that they can't rely on you because that's the outwards appearance they're seeing and feeling. They feel energy too, even though a lot of Christians feel that Christian energy, and they feel that energy. And Sometimes when somebody throws off an energy, it's not necessarily negative. It's a positive energy. It's not just the one that resonates with them. So you have to find a balance. That's why we're here for a balance. You have to find a balance in the common ground and the commonality between y'all. Because the family's more important, and that love that you have for each other should withstand anything. A family is important. When you stumble and fall, the first people that should help you is your family. And
Mhm.
the fighting is just going to accomplish nothing. So you have to be that foundation, that rock, and show them. Live by example. If they see you being or hearing negative, then or you're kind of not being so positive, with that monotone voice sometimes that people have, that they're going to think, oh well, mom's not too happy, so I'm not going to bring this to her, and they're going to keep it within themselves. It's going to manifest in them, and they're not going to. It's not going to go anywhere. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Quiet support is what I'm getting. Quiet
yeah.
support, right?
And
Just
that's
keeping the
really,
love and the light around, and always be positive and just be quiet support. And I've been where you've been, and it's hard, but it does work.
I've
And
really
when they
been
ask questions,
working.
be there.
I've been
Suzanne.
working on that, and my eldest it's like she pits my grandkids against me. She sends them to me with Bible verses, and constantly inviting me to come to church because she's put that fear into
Using it
their
as a
mind.
weapon.
Yeah, she's put that fear
Yeah.
into their minds that I'm going to the bad place because I don't believe like they do. And she has put that into their minds that that's how they have to live, that they're dirty, filthy. Without the blood of Christ, they would be,
Mm.
worm meal and whatever. And, all of the things I
Things are
don't
not
believe
always
in.
as they seem.
She got into a Bible study group many years ago, and she's gotten very narrow minded in her thinking. And
You just have to shine
Eh,
your light on her, sweetie.
I'm trying.
Smile,
I'm
I know it's
trying.
thank,
hard. I know
and
it's
just
hard. I'm going through the same thing. I'm going through a really dark time with my daughter. Really dark time. But I'm believing that we are looking at this turnaround in our relationship with our children. Our children are
and they're
going to
saying that
see
you
our
are
light,
strong.
and yes,
They're saying that you're a strong leader. Lead
Yeah,
the
yes, you are.
family.
yeah, I am.
Yes, you are.
I know that.
Use the knowledge you got to show the truth. You have the knowledge. You have the tools. Use them
but you can't you. It's not that
when you have the
when you
chance. You got to plant the
when you
seed.
Absolutely.
have that opposition, you kind of just have to listen and smile and
Mm-hmm.
let them roll with it, and just be, put it up, let's put it away and be you, just unconditional love, and
Yep.
don't, because if you fight it, they fight harder. So
I
you
know.
don't get to
Mhm.
use your tools. They won't listen. You'll automatically be blocked, right? So this
They
is their
get
path.
defensive. Yeah, she
Yeah.
gets
Mhm.
very
Yeah.
defensive.
This
Yeah.
is their path, and just,
Yep.
smile and move on to just being, I'm guessing Honey is your grandma name.
Yeah, yeah.
Being Honey and Mom,
That's
and
why I.
trying
Mhm.
not to let
Mhm.
that be, and you'll get to a point, and I just fling a lot of light and love constantly, and it will get better.
Instead of, and I don't know where this Rim said this one. Don't flame the Don't flame the fire. Plant the
Mhm.
seed.
Okay.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
Brim.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I was saying in not so eloquent
Yes.
terms.
And
Suzanne was supposed to be singing "This Little Light of Mine," though. She was supposed to be singing that in the background.
This is
Light of mine.
There she is.
I'm gonna let it shine, oh
and
baby,
you
this little light of mine.
and these are
I'm
all
gonna let
things.
it shine.
These are all things I very, very much know and practice as much as I can. But I think I'm just in a funk. Over the last few
I
weeks,
understand that.
I've just gotten into kind of I'm just so tired of listening to and
Mm-hmm.
trying to take up for my second girl because the oldest is complaining and I'm trying to help her understand that she's not comfortable with that situation and what it is maybe she could do to help with that. And she's not listening. She thinks we're too sensitive. And then we had an argument over Labor Day weekend because her kids were using racial slurs around my son
Mm-hmm.
in law, who's a Mexican. And then they're like,
Oh,
oh, you're too sensitive. And so I'm trying to learn new
When you
phrases.
hear that, do you call them out?
I do
Do you call them out, honey? Good
immediately.
girl.
And then
how
I
do you call
get
them
Uh-huh.
out?
Uh-huh.
then I get this condescending discussion from my son-in-law about being too sensitive. I'm a sensitive liberal. You know what I mean?
Tell him to
Uh,
kick
You should
rocks.
take
Tell
it
him to
all
go
off
kick
and just
rocks.
say, "This is the rules of the house." Trust me,
right.
we have rules here. There's no political. You walk through my front door, you start talking political, you get your ass kicked right out. Oh, sorry, you get your butt kicked right out because it just
Mm-hmm.
causes
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
it's
too
Mm-hmm.
it's
much.
not.
I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want it. I don't care.
Tell him to
So
kick
Yes,
these are the
rocks.
rules of the house, and don't make it. It's not about anything else. Like they are gonna have to work their stuff out, right?
yeah,
You're
yeah,
not gonna. I mean, it's the hardest thing as a mom, as a parent,
Setting
to not
boundaries.
fix your kids' stuff.
Uh huh.
But they're gonna
Yes.
have to work it out, and you're gonna have to work on just self healing. And these are the
Mm-hmm.
rules of the house. You don't like it, don't come. And accept it. Like say it and mean it, and you'll be okay. And it'll be okay because they're not going anywhere.
And
They may
this is
not
what
like
else
it.
I
They may
got.
boycott you for a little bit, but they're coming back. They're.
yeah. They're
Stand
too
your
This is what I
ground with
got
them. Yeah.
also.
they're too
I'm
scared.
hearing
I'll
this
cut them
too.
out of the wheel.
And this
Oh,
is what I
bless your heart,
got for
honey.
you
That's
too.
not. I don't think that's
That
100%.
that you need to set the boundaries. It's your house, your rules. Set the
Mm-hmm.
boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
If they're not going to follow the boundaries, they don't need to be there. Simple.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we had that
And
conversation
we're
over
just gonna.
Labor Day
We're all
weekend, and
agreeing right now. We're all agreeing that you're going that your light is going to shine in all of the darkest places of their souls.
mhm.
And you will and they will see the light because they will have no choice. That light is going to pierce all of their darkness.
my
That way, when you're
son-in-law
all
has
together, it's
some.
just about being together. It's not.
And
Mm-hmm.
Yaya said it
Not.
good
It's not
too.
over the.
Yaya said it perfectly. Yes, but when you're getting on a
Mhm.
constant,
Yeah,
it can get
Mm-hmm.
to you. You're
yeah,
the
Oh yeah,
monarch,
yeah. It's
and I,
and
easy for us to
yes,
give
set
the
the
advice
boundaries.
because we're not in the midst of it. Yes.
for them to espouse being such a strong evangelical Christian family, the
Mm-hmm.
things I hear coming out of those children's mouths are literally shocking to me as a person who has spent my life protesting, for equal rights for everyone.
Yeah.
Mm. It's very, it's
You,
very
It's
difficult for
like, how are
me.
these children even kin to me? You know, how are
And I
you
these
know
my
what that
children?
sounds
How are
like
my
to me?
grandchildren? You know,
I adore them,
It
all of
sounds like the
them.
weekend.
no, I understand
It,
that, but you're also trying to understand how they come around this way of thinking with totally opposite of what you believe.
Well, I hear what comes out of their father's mouth, and I
Mm-hmm.
know where
Yeah,
they get
that's
it.
the
it reminds me
influence.
of the weekend warriors.
Hmm. Yeah.
Well,
That's a
my father was a racist, in Georgia in the 60s. And, I used to think that Archie Bunker was my father. That was how
Yeah,
my
I
father
understand that.
was.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
it didn't rub off on me. And when your grandkids are over, because I know you have them alone sometimes, you need to
Yeah.
have a talk with them about what's okay and what's not okay, what's hateful, what's not hateful. And if they want to be a Christian, fine. But if they're going to be a Christian, then by God, be a Christian and act like Christ. That's how
Right.
I'd approach it. But
well,
I may
I
be
was
wrong.
shocked to find out. I had always known that my grandmother was racist, but she was one of these Christians that hid her racism underneath a very thin veil,
Yeah.
you know. But I was shocked to find out after her passing that my daughter was telling me that when she was alone with my daughter, she would use racial slurs towards my daughter, and just say really mean and hateful things to my daughter. And I was like, I had no idea. And she goes, no, because she would have never seen you again if she had done, if I had known she was doing that, she would have never seen any of us again.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, and I was like, if I had have known that, I would have defended you. And she goes, it wouldn't have done all it would have done was cause trouble. So she didn't tell anybody. But she
Sure.
just, and she was a
Well,
little bitty
that's,
girl when it started, she said.
I know. I already have the visions. I already know my grandkids are gonna be okay. I already know that Tara is going to have a big epiphany. I don't know when.
Yeah,
I can't see that when, but I
but it's gonna
know
happen.
that
Hmm.
it's already working in her soul. I already know that. I feel it.
Absolutely,
And
absolutely, and we're all agreeing that this is
Trust.
true.
I know my kids will
Then
be fine, but I'm worried about my other granddaughter, the one that's caught between her father and her mom. She wants to live like her mom and Mike, but she's forced to go spend time with her father and
How
doesn't.
old is she?
She's only 8.
She's only 8. So
you gotta
yeah, it's
remember,
really
honey.
difficult. She's not the age yet
Remember
to
the
where she
words you
can.
said to me,
Mm.
honey. Do you remember the words you said to me?
I've said many words to you, Paul.
You
I
can't
think
save
though, even
everybody.
at 8, a child can ask for the court for protection and tell them that she does not want to spend time with him for those reasons.
Not till she's 12.
Not
But
till she's
we've
12.
already planted that seed with him that if he continues, that they will go back to court. Because
Yeah, and revoke
Laura,
his rights. Yeah.
yes, Laura